Hi, welcome to today's episode of Make It Work. My name is Ochoba Okam Ochoba, your regular host. Here in this program, we always learn a lot of things about how to make it work. Whatever it is, whether it is your leadership, whether it is your career, whether it is your business, whether it's your relationship, whether it's your marriage, or whatever be your pursuit or your venture, in this program, we always learn how to make it work. And I want you to understand that nothing works unless you work it, and then somebody needs to work it for it to work. And so in this program, we avail ourselves the opportunity to learn how to make it work. And today, I'll be discussing with us on the topic that says achieving emotional stability. Achieving emotional stability. And then we'll read Psalm chapter 23, verse 3, and it says, He restores my soul, He leads me in the paths of righteousness for His name's sake. Achieving emotional stability is a possibility. It is possible to achieve emotional stability. It's possible that you are going to have a mindset that is stable. It's possible to have an emotional position that is stable. Emotions are strong feelings of either love, affection, hate, joy, resentment, anger, envy, jealousy, etc. But the point is that whether it is anger, whether it is hate, whether it is jealousy or whatever feeling, but the point is that it is possible to achieve emotional stability. And now, how do you achieve emotional stability? Number one, for you to achieve emotional stability, you should never allow your emotion to control you. I want you to understand that there are several people on earth who, in one way or the other, allow their emotion to control them. They have become captives and slaves to their emotions. So it's important that for you to achieve emotional stability, you must never allow your emotion to control you. You must not allow how you feel to be your guiding factor or directing factor. So you must have capacity to never allow your emotions to control you. Several people have committed suicide because they allowed their emotions to control them. Several people have been involved in murder. They have killed people. In fact, several people have been involved in accidents because they allowed their emotions to control them, and so the prevailing circumstance of their emotion led them to the negativity that they eventually found and got themselves involved in. So you must never allow your emotion to control you. Again, you have to open yourself up to discover the source of the negative emotion that you have. Now, this is very important because several persons get entangled in emotional situations and they never open themselves up to discover the source of the negative emotion. You must be able to open yourself up to realize or to discover where and what is the source of this negative emotion that I'm having. If it is fear, where is it coming from? If it is anger, where is it coming from? If it is envy, where is it coming from? So whatever be the negative feeling that you're having, whether it is resentment, whether it is resignation, whatever negative emotion that you have that is affecting your emotional stability, is important that you open yourself up to discover the source of that negative emotion. And the third thing I suggest that you have to do is that anytime you understand or identify or open yourself to discover the source of the negative emotion, is important also that you do not allow your negative negative feelings to get hold on you. Several persons have allowed their negative feelings to get hold on them. They've allowed what they feel and how they feel to be able to, lead them, get the stronger part of them. So it is important that you should never allow your negative feelings to get hold on you, so that you don't become a slave to how you feel. Several persons do things and people begin to accost them and said, why did you do that? They said, I don't even know when I did it. I can't remember when I did it. I didn't even know when it happened and when I did what I did. Why? Because they allowed themselves to be subject to how they were feeling. So never allow negative feelings to get hold on you. Again, you also need to make sure that you try as much as possible to always neutralize negative feelings. It's possible to neutralize negative feelings. You can walk away, you can take a shower, you can find yourself in an environment outside where the negative feeling is coming from. You can excuse yourself, out of whatever negative situation. Create a different atmosphere, create a different environment. And this is very, very important. So when you begin to do this, in fact, for the time being, you're already out of the situation, you are out of that influence, you are out of that environment, something positive will begin to brew up. So I've been able to suggest to us in this brief talk about how to achieve emotional stability. And even in the Bible, Psalm 23 said, He restores my soul. I want you to understand that even God wants your soul to be stable. He wants you to have emotional stability. That is why He restores your soul. So restoration of your soul is the achievement of emotional stability. Thank you very much for being part of today's episode of Make It Work. And then we've been able to look at how to achieve emotional stability. And I want you to understand that emotional stability is very important, even for your own personal health, even for your own mental health. You need to be stable emotionally. And as you begin to look at what we've been discussing today and what we have discussed today, it's important that you employ them and begin to make use of them. And if you do that, you're going to achieve emotional stability, and then you become more productive in your future engagements. Thank you for being part of today's broadcast, and I want you to also join us in the subsequent episodes. Thank you, and God bless you.